Hello, everybody. We're back again. It's West Bromwich Albion taking on Southampton. I hope you're okay. We're back here, as I've said, with another stream. We're about to kick off now. It's been a long one, and we're going again. So get your thoughts in the section below. We'll see how both teams get through this. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. A real interesting watch. I'm going to go with a Southampton 2-0 win. Let me know what you think, everybody, in the comment section below. Interested to hear what you think about this one. But yeah, watch along for the game. I've not done many other games, to be quite honest with you, but playoffs, you got to do it, haven't you? So get your comments in the section below, and we'll see what's what. Are you happy with that result, Connor? I think that's the best we could have got from today. Well, it's not, Paul. Figuratively speaking, mate, we could have won the game. But yeah, no, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, mate. Oh, here we go. West Brom on the attack already. That poor ball. Oh, Asante on the front foot here. And I've not gone live with the scorecard. But yeah, Paul, I know what you mean, mate. And it's better than what we've had in it, but it's definitely not the best result we could have got. From my perspective, mate. From my perspective. Ricky says not expect any fireworks in the other game either. West Brom started pretty well here, to be fair. On the front foot. I mean, if you West Brom really, or like Southampton, you'd probably look at that Leeds Norwich game and you just go, yeah, I'd take that. Like there was nothing, was there, for me? It was an awful game. I mean, Norwich was shocking, has to be said, but Leeds weren't much better, and it's a corner to West Brom. I still think Connor should look into resume. Should look into resuming his modelling career. With that look, he could be in a catalogue, babe. I'll tell her afterwards. That's going to boost my ego, mate. Thank you. Hoping for a WBA win. Just won a Champions League David Batty Strongbow shot on eBay. Bloody hell, well done, mate. Well done. Anyway, ball into the box. Oh, fired away. We might limp over the line. I mean, I can see why Norwich fans dislike him. Yeah, Carl Bartley, what a player. Playing well here, aren't they? Good start from West Brom, has to be said. But yeah, everyone, I don't know. If I am a West Brom or at Southampton in particular, obviously, because they've beat us twice and outplayed us twice, I'm looking at that Norwich game and thinking, well, Leeds haven't changed that much. It's a good result for us. And I do think we'll beat Norwich. But I think the primary aim, obviously, I'm looking a bit far ahead here, and the primary aim is to get promoted. And I just look at that. I don't know. I just look at that Norwich game. I mean, they were awful. They're really bad, aren't they? But I just look at that Southampton game, and I just think, I mean, you want West Brom, don't you? And West Brom, they've not lost to us this season, to be fair to them, but you want West Brom, I think, over Southampton. But if I'm Southampton, I'm looking at that and thinking, yeah, I'll take that all day. Thomas Asante here, but they've started on the front foot here. And we've got another corner, West Brom. Another corner. They've done more damage to Southampton in 2.5 minutes than we did. Did Mowat used to play for Leeds? He did, mate. He started his career. But yeah, everybody, get your likes in on the video. Get your comments in the section below as well. Alex Mowat corner. Ball in. Nodded out by Southampton. AFC Midlands says the Firpo goal should have stood. Yeah, a good little bit of interplay, that, wasn't it? Good little bit of interplay by Leeds, and yeah, it was unlucky. I thought Firpo was our best player today. It has to be said. The timer, Connor, has it gone off again? Sorry, mate. Oh, Asante. Tell you what, they've started well here. West Brom. We're all over Southampton. Asante has it again. It's another corner. It's another corner. I think they've had a corner per minute. We're only 4 minutes in. What a start from West Brom this is. Very aggressive. Mickey Johnston, what a player he's been for them this season. Ball played in. Headed away. And it's offside, I think. Shout out to Aaron, new member of the channel. Shout out to you, mate. Best player for us today. I'd say Firpo, mate, to be honest. I thought Archie, I don't see where people are saying that, to be honest, mate. I don't see where people are saying that. I didn't think he was good today. I didn't. But then I thought his primary objective was to stop McLean. So I feel for him in that sense. Yeah, I feel for him in that sense. I don't really think he was able to get in the game. Connor, if Farker left, would you go for Rob Edwards? I wouldn't, mate. No. Aiden says, who would you rather have if we got to Wembley? The team that did the double honours or the team that we took a point off? We got to go the team that we took a point off. I think in that last game it was a bit better from Leeds. You got to say West Brom, haven't you? Especially on a big pitch. But then again, we won't be expansive, will we? But you're hoping on a bigger pitch, Leeds will be better. If we are to get there, by the way, we've still got to get through Norwich. West Brom corner. Ball in, sorry, and that's awful. Good Lord, that's bad. Oh, they were best, much better start. I mean, first 6 minutes, Southampton haven't got out. It's been all West Brom, but once again, nothing to show for it really, so it doesn't matter. Pressing high as well, West Brom, and they've won it. They've won a massive chance here. Oh, and he's had a shot. Why has he had a shot? Asante got to him, and they pressed Southampton really well. And he's just completely mucked up a really good opportunity there. But Southampton recovered. Southampton look rattled there. They don't look great. Kipre, who's been brilliant this season. Johnston. Kipre. What a signing Kipre's been. The man who, with Wigan, killed us last season. Paul says, why Byram over Roberts? I've no idea, mate. I've no idea. I can't tell you that. It's always a confusing thing. All I can think of is that he's not fit. If he is fit, then Farker's, I don't know. He just loves Byram, and he's this little almost like, it's almost like he wants to just say at the end of the season, yeah, I did that. That was my pet project. I plucked Sam Byram back from obscurity, but he's nowhere near it. This referee already looks better than ours, by the way. He's letting the game flow, not like that absolute dough ball we had. Mowat plays the ball out wide. Johnston, who's been a pain in the arse all season. Johnston, awful effort. But cut inside, I think a decent effort. Look good here, West Brom. Look really good. Would you take Potter if he was available? I 100% would, mate. 100% would. Yeah, I think Archie's position literally was to just keep McLean out the game. I think it was a man-to-man job, to be honest. It's going to be interesting at Ellen Road to see if they come any different, though, because I know it was 0-0, but we definitely should have had a penalty. And I thought we were the more. If it was a boxer, we'd have won on points. I thought we were the team who was trying to go for it. I don't know what their game plan was. As my dad said, second half they were awful, just punting the ball, really, really bad. Yeah. Yeah, so Southampton have weathered that storm really. Interestingly enough, both of these teams press as well. Press quite high. Kyle Walker-Peters on the right-hand side. First time they've got to get forward a little bit. Will Smallbone. Corner, Southampton. Good little bit of play there. It gives me very much Villa versus West Brom vibes back in the playoffs when we were there, if you remember that. One person who we have to neutralise. It's Will Smallbone. It is Will Smallbone. We all know that, don't we? Smallbone's going to be a bit of a problem. He's been a problem for 2 games if we are to face Southampton again. Ball played in. Rothwell. Oh, is he going to get there? It's corner again. Done really well there. Southampton corner again. But yeah, it's just going to be fascinating to see how this whole thing pans out, really. 10 minutes into the game. Everybody, please smash a like on the video if you've joined me for this extensive playoff watch along. Is it Manning? Manning with a ball in. And it's a goal kick, I think. Goal kick. Yeah, there's a genuine opportunity here. This could be 0-0 as well. There's a real opportunity. This could be 0-0. A real likelihood, I should say. Set pieces, goals from set pieces. Southampton 4th, West Brom 5th. Goals from corner, Southampton 2nd. Goals conceded from set pieces, Southampton 1st. West Brom 19th. So West Brom do not concede from set pieces, which bodes well if we play them. Kipre. Back to Johnston. Oh, it won't be Johnston, will it? No, it's not Johnston. Of course it's not. He's moved on. Interested to see West Brom's build-up play here. I have to say, so far it looks as good as ours. It looks as good as ours. Ball played forward on that last man. Asante. What I like about what West Brom have done in comparison to what Leeds did in that game is they're turning Southampton around. So Leeds were just continuously trying to play out from the back. And what they're doing with Asante is they're all right playing out from the back, but they'll vary it up a little bit. And that ball has been played long, which is putting Howard Bellis under a bit of pressure as well, under against Asante. Furlong here with a long throw. Bartley in there, big Bartley in there, and Kipre, I think. Furlong. Oh, awful punch there by McCarthy, I think it was, and it's a offside actually. Was it Bazzuno in that? I'm not sure. It's McCarthy, isn't it? It was an awful punch. Not convincing. Has to be said. And I think he's actually been given the free kick. I've no idea why keepers get protected like that. Why has he been protected like that? Or is he offside? I think he might be offside there. Asante there. Southampton been pressed really high. West Brom have almost got 3-on-3 here. So when they're trying to build up, it's 3-on-3. Would you ever swap team? Who would you pick? No, mate, I wouldn't. I wouldn't be swapping another team. West Brom win it high, but it's gone straight into the hands of Alex McCarthy. But West Brom are not shy here. They're committing men forward, which is very Corberan. It's very, very Corberan. Ball played around the side. Will Smallbone. He's very good at just getting into these little areas of Smallbone. And the thing with Southampton, what they're always criticised for is keeping the ball, but not really doing enough with it attack-wise. And that's where it's going to be interesting here because West Brom are really committing to a high press and they are forcing Southampton back. And it's interesting because this is exactly what Leeds couldn't do. We'd almost half commit to a press and then Southampton just bop us off. They'd get us in traps. And West Brom are doing really well at winning this back. So there is a little bit of a blueprint to play against Southampton. We know this. Bartley. Disagree, Connor. The person we have to neutralise is Melier. They come forward anyway. Joe Aribo playing the ball out wide. Carl Walker-Peters inside the West Brom box here. Oh, what an opportunity. Fired across goal there. Should be 1-0 to Southampton. Really good opportunity there for the Saints. Carl Walker-Peters ghosting at the back post. Lovely build-up play there. Joe Aribo sliding him in. Faced up the left back. And it's Connor Townsend, I think, fires it across goal. Good effort. Really good effort. Mm, 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 mm. Corner. Flynn Downs as well. What a player he was against us. Cole Palmer. God, mate, you need to start. Honestly, Gabe, out of anyone, has the worst shouts, comparisons when he tries to do accents, when he talks about towns and cities in this country. Gabe, it's bad. Honestly, Gabe, it's bad. Cole Palmer. I'm not blonde. Awful shout. I mean, the basic premise of that is you get the hair color right. I mean, Phil Foden, fair enough, but Cole Palmer, bloody hell. And you started this trim, mate. You're the one who was the first on the Leeds sphere with the Phil Foden trim at 42 years of age. Congrats to St. Pauli. Am I the only person who cares? You're not, mate. What have they done? I was going to go watch them in Germany, to be fair. Grev is just flat. Yeah, I agree. I'll see Jose Mourinho, a Leeds manager, then he will get Lukaku. Well, yeah, that'd be nice. It's a free kick to West Bromwich Albion. Yeah, Rich, 100%. 100%. 100%. Yeah. Uh, I think the thing with Farker is he's got a little bit of the Bielsa's in him when it comes to stubbornness, but I think like even when you'd like I remember when I was speaking about Nketiah back in the day, I was like, why didn't he start him ahead of Bamford? And I think in certain games Eddie should have played more of a part, but invariably Bielsa was right, completely right. And we didn't realise this till after the fact because the club framed it as if Bielsa didn't want to change anyone and all this sort of stuff. But he would always be proven right, Bielsa, like 99% of the time. The problem with Daniel Farker is we all know where the problems lie, and he's not really been proven right. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's the big issue with it. Lovely little slid ball there through there. Oh, it's been pulled back. West Brom on the attack here. It's a really nice little bit of interplay. Johnston. Ball across. Oh, it's a good effort. It's a good effort. It's a right 50-50 scrap, this one. And it's a Southampton free kick. Kamara's passing was awful today. Gave the ball away so much. Do you know what, mate? I I thought Kamara, in that second half was good. And do you know what I can't understand, Tom? What I can't understand for the life of me, is people who don't look at Gruev as the big criticism in that midfield. That guy gets a free hall pass because Leeds went 14 games unbeaten with him in there, even though we had Bamford in at that moment in time, even though we had Firpo come into the team. Everything changed. Midfield changed as well. But in general, like the combinations in there and what Farke was wanting out of them. But the sole focus was, Gruev's coming. Ampadu went to the back, didn't he? Gruev's coming. That's made the big difference. It didn't make the big difference. Like, Gruev doesn't do anything spectacular. And I find it really strange, actually, Leeds fans who don't call out Gruev but other midfielders. I find it odd. I do. I think in that game, Kamara was at least trying to risk. We all talk about, that Pablo Hernandez role where it was Pablo would risk. And I'm not saying Glenn Kamara does that whatsoever, by the way. He's not a Pablo Hernandez. He's not a 10, he's an 8. But Glenn at least was trying to risk things in this game. Gruev just goes side to side. He doesn't care about doing anything risky. Doesn't care about doing it. So he doesn't get us up the pitch. Us having 3 in midfield with Gruev is pointless. It's completely pointless. And I think you saw that today. So he needs to develop his game a hell of a lot, mate. I actually thought Kamara was all right. Yeah, exactly, Tom. Exactly. Cole Palmer. I'm not gummy. B, I've got dark hair. Flipping heck, mate. What are you talking about? Sell Somerville to Liverpool and get Carvalho on loan. Could be a good shout. Greve gets away with it, he'll put, but yeah, I just can't believe it, mate. I mean, it's just vibes, in it, with a lot of fans. It's vibes. It's the fact that Greve was just in that team, and like I remember people saying, "Oh, like, oh, he plays loads of long balls." I remember my mates saying it. I'm like, does he? When do we see this? And it's a common rhetoric. Oh, first when he was playing, I don't know what's happened to him. He used to play all these long balls. Did he? I think he played two or three, like for a while, and that was it per game. But I don't know. I never saw that, to be honest. And I watch Leeds most weeks, but oh, they're in. Southampton are in. Oh, what a save. What a save. Oh, wow. A massive opportunity for Southampton, everybody. Adam Armstrong hits the side net in some lovely bit of play there to break open West Bromwich Albion. Furlong was done, and they should have scored. How have they not scored here? Flynn Downs, what a player he's been, by the way. Flynn Downs recovers the ball excellently well. Joe Aribo, Downs gets in, he had to score. And then Armstrong on the rebound. Had to score Flynn Downs there. Should be 1-0 Southampton. But I still think you're seeing the passing combinations of Southampton. You're seeing a little bit of quality there. I think Flynn Downs is the right player at this level. A really good player on loan from West Ham. I mean, he bossed us in that last game, didn't he? Couldn't get near him. He's had a good start. Downs looks like a really comfortable player in this game. Armstrong and Dan James will be on the same championship team. Will be sick. Neither is Premier League quality. Ryan says you'd have think would have won today with Bamford. No, I don't, Ryan. I don't personally. Although he did score against Norwich last time, didn't he? A really good header. But no, I don't think so. I think everything in front of him was too pedestrian, to be honest. You know, but we are missing a striker, but there is one on the bench, but he just refuses to play him. It's really frustrating because you'll get Perot, who comes on, and Anthony. I thought Anthony did really well when he came on, by the way. Anthony, I thought, was really good when he came on. James, even in sort of like 6 minutes, put himself about, should have done better with that opportunity at the end. But Perot is just not on the pitch. He's nowhere on the pitch. He's not even relative. Like, he's completely peronymous. But he'll still bring him on in the what, 65th minute? Why not just throw Joseph on? Apparently, you just evidently sees a net negative with bringing Joseph on. I've never understood it, but we won't see Joseph next season, regardless. There's no way because of what Farke's done to him this season. We won't. I don't think we'll see him. I think he'll just move on and think, screw this guy. So I don't think we'll see him. So it's a real shame for me. Ryan Manning, ball played in, hoofed away. Southampton have definitely started to get a bit of control now. Definitely started to get a bit of control. Smallbone. I predicted 2-0 Southampton winning this one. Peters, Downs, Peters. So I mean, when you're on top like that, you know, in the first 10 minutes where West Brom were and they had like 5 corners, you've got to do something. Ball played over the top. Sekumar with a good run. Aribo, keeper saves. Getting into the stride a bit now, Southampton. Bednarek. Howard Bellis. Manning. See, tried to play it out there and they've just been. I don't understand how we couldn't do this. West Brom have intercepted them so many times when they've tried to play out, and they've unfortunately Mickey Johnston's not done well enough there. But honestly, guys, the amount of time they've tried to play out already, Southampton, and they've just been caught. They've been caught. And I don't know why we didn't like whether or not it's strategic setup, tactical instruction, a press. We just didn't do it. Like Southampton it was so easy for them to play out against Leeds. So easy. So it's I think it's frustrating to watch already West Brom recover the ball in the half like 3 or 4 times. I don't understand it. Yeah, cheers, Ryan. Guys, let's keep it chilled in the chat, yeah? Let's keep it chilled. Don't want to have to start banning words and people. Yeah, we're about 25 minutes in, break of play. I'd say Southampton probably the better side, but West Brom do have that option on the counter attack every single time. And the press is working really well. Russell Martin seems happy. Were you nervous today, Connor? I wasn't, mate. You know, I wasn't. I'll be honest. I'm even if we'd have won today, I wouldn't have gone ecstatic. I was getting a little bit frustrated with how Leeds were playing. I'll have to be honest in phases, but there's no way I was nervous for it, and the reason behind that is because we've been here before, and I think in the first game in the 18-19 playoffs with Bielsa, I think we all got a bit adrenaline. We all got overexcited. If we'd have won today, I wouldn't have been overexcited. Genuinely, I'd have stayed level and I'd be gone right. Another big game coming up on Thursday. I wouldn't have got beyond my station because it's not only the semis. You've got to win the final. Like semis is great, and we win on Thursday. It's oh, they've just won them. They've literally just got the ball off them again in their own area. Ball fired across. Honestly, West Brom have got this spot on so far in terms of how high they press and their ability to recover the ball high as well. It's been brilliant. But yeah, I wouldn't be too bothered about it because like we win at Ellen Road, it's 50% of the job done. You know, the other 50% we've got to go to Wembley and win. So I'm not going to be too high if we beat Norwich at Leeds. I'll be buzzing. I'll be happy, but you know, I think the only thing that'll make me like really, really happy is if we put in an expert performance. But I'm not going to get too up about it, to be honest. Gabe says, Farker quote, I'm happy with the performance and the result. The last game in the regular season, we were not great. We've conceded too many goals, playing not to lose. Connor, I got my mum and dad into your channel the other week. I walked into the door from work and my dad was updating me on what you've been saying in your latest bits. Shout out to you, Brad. Really, really appreciate that, mate. Really appreciate that. Yeah, cheers, Brad. Appreciate that. And slap a like on the video, everybody. "28 minutes in. Southampton doing well here. Really building into the game. Ryan Manning. Once again, I'm loving this West Brom press. But yeah, I don't know what you guys think, but I'm not that like I don't know if they'll be that scared of us, either of these teams. I mean, so far these two haven't done much, to be honest with you, but I don't know. This game feels a little bit more higher quality. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the press in the system. I don't know. Maybe it's just already more chances in this game than the other one. Manning plays the ball in. Yeah, exactly, Brian. Everybody's it's almost like a bit of a pub atmosphere, isn't it? In this chat, hopefully. Connor, who would you want as manager if Farke did go? Oh, it's a good question. I don't think there's any like sort of options out there at the minute, mate, where I'd go, oh yeah, 100% it'd be him, or whatever. I think at the minute I would stick with Farke. there'd have to just be an option that blows me out of the water. But Farker hasn't blown me out of the water at all. But I don't know if it's worth the change for another mid manager, if that makes sense. I've always liked Corbran. I think he's done so well with every job he's had. Oh, brilliant opportunity there. Bicycle kick by Sekou. Is that Tiski, Connor? No, it's not, mate. It's Stella. Yeah, I mean Southampton. If you just look at the match stats here, 6 shots, 1 on target, 77% possession. I just think they're the better team, aren't they? They're the better team, and I think if we did get through, which I think we will be playing them in the final. Let's get Klopp, says Goose. Mow it. Kipre. It's cagey. You can tell already. You can tell this game is cagey. Understandably so. A lot to be lost, isn't there? A lot to be lost. Kipre. Cobram wouldn't play the football we want, and he'd bring back the Bielsa vibes solely through association. Yeah, it'd be a different way of playing, 100%. It'd be a different way of playing. But are we sort of like completely enamored with how Farker plays football? Like, I don't think I don't know. I don't look at Farker's football and think, oh my god, it's generational. It's unbelievable. It's all right. We keep the ball, but it's decent. But yeah, I don't think it's that great. But thanks, man. Uh, Bash. Logan says, can't see us going up, unfortunately. We need to press much more than from the front. Yeah, I know what you mean, Logan. I'm thinking to myself as well, like, that's why I'm so chilled with these playoffs. Really, like, I remember my adrenaline was just so high when we were in the last, playoffs. It was like, oh my god, we need to get up with Bielsa. We need to get up. West Brom doing a good job here. 2 minutes, everybody. Grady Diangana, who was actually involved in the last playoff push they had. Oh wow, brilliant football. But yeah, I'm just not trying to get too watching the game. You naturally get frustrated and really like buzzing about certain bits. But I'm just not going to get too. Oh, off the line, West Bromwich Albion. Off the line, Grady Diangana, chip ball in. Oh, what an opportunity that was for West Bromwich Albion. I'll tell you what, though, you don't want these lot going ahead as well because defensively they'll just come with about 15 men, including Corberan behind the ball. Good little bit of interplay there. Chipped ball, back post. It's a good save from McCarthy on the line. Should be 1-0 West Brom. Lovely bit of play. Diangana gets up well. McCarthy saves it on the line. Kicked out. Massive opportunity for West Brom. But yeah, I'm just trying not to get too corner ball him. Just headed wide. Like up with it. Because like I said, guys, even if we win, even if we beat Norwich, yeah, we're going to Wembley. But listen, I've done Wembley with Leeds before. I've done the Millennium Stadium with Leeds before. I'm not getting too caught up with this one. I've been caught up with so many Leeds playoff runs in the past, and I'm just simmering down. So beat Norwich, amazing. I'm going to be at the game, I think. But I'm not going to get too high on it. I'm just going to be like, right, good, 50% of the job. You don't go up by beating Norwich. Dee 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 dee. Do I have a butler? No. Right. Also, I'm gonna sing a song to you guys. What do you think to this tune, right? Say it to my girlfriend. I think she actually liked it, right? So you know that Celtic song where it's like Jota on the wing, Jota Jota on the wing. Right. So it goes. I don't want to play it because I think it's gonna get copyrighted. But I reckon we should change the Nonto song, which is quite controversial. So I'd go, when you score, you make the lead sing. Nonto on the wing, Nonto, Nonto on the wing. Every time you're on the ball, we know it's gonna be a goal. A superstar from Baveno. La 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 la. La 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 la. When you score, you make the lead sing. Nonto on the wing, Nonto, Nonto on the wing. Every time you're on the ball, we know it's gonna be a goal. A superstar from Baveno. Da 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 da. Do you know what I mean? That's what we're talking about. Instead of that stupid spaghetti song, get me. I'll be in front. I'll be there. Get me a big speakerphone at the cop, and I'll just do it to the cop. It's fine. I'll do it. Get me on it. I love trying to put lead songs to other tunes. But yes, he is from an area called Baveno, which fits perfectly with the song. Why not? Um, Connor, what's your favourite retro shirt? Got a blue Packard? Yeah, mate. Blue Packard Bell, Bridges number 8 on the back. If you know, you know. You know what I mean? Actually, ironically, one of my first games I ever remember watching was Leeds 3-0 down there. And Bridges, I think it was his second game. He's either scored a hat trick or it was two. And he put the ball in at the Dell, off his knee, volley, top corner, ball played in, top corner, Bridges. It was from a free kick, actually. It was a fantastic goal. Yeah, I used to love Bridges, believe it or not. Let's get it going on Thursday. Got a better one for you, Connor. Aiden, can't say it, mate. Can't get. Oh, the rain's coming. It better not be. It's brilliant. Yes, George. Good lad. It is, isn't it? This is what I was saying. Do you want me to go? Do you want me to go on it again? Right, we'll do it again. Right, I want you to all sing with me. Okay. When you score, you make the lead sing. Nonso on the wing, Nonso, Nonso on the wing. Every time you're on the ball, we know it's gonna be a goal. A superstar from Baveno. Da 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 da. Do you know what I'm talking about? At Wembley, imagine that instead of that rubbish, garbage. Read like a folk sick, someone who can play the guitar. Get in the fan park, all Leeds fans around, get that cracked out. Brilliant. um, None of your viewers are going down. What do you mean? No, why? Are they in? No, they're not. I met Michael Bridges in Gold Coast. Honestly, the best bloke I met there. He was top class. Yeah, he just seems like a proper bloke, Bridges. Like I said on Twitter before, he had to be careful because from a broadcasting perspective, he has got to be careful, by the way. I know that for a fact, but not in terms of his job, by the way, just from coming from a broadcasting background, he's got to be careful. He was like, he pretty much just was like, yeah, Joe Rodon's a bit thick. It's like, Michael, you can't say that. You work for Leeds United. Can't call Joe Rodon thick and he's got nothing between his ears. I'll take offence to that, mate. So, yeah, but it did make me laugh, though. Bradley, I'm not, mate. I wish I was. I wish I was, but I'm not. Oh, Max, get a grip, man. Come on. Cheer up. Bloody hell. Max Power, you big miserable git. Anyway, oh, they're coming through. West Bromwich Albion here. Oh, that's a real opportunity. It was 4-on-4. 4-on-4. Furlong. No, Terry, I'm not. I'm just sort of delirious, I think. I think it's 'cause I've not had any food. I have got food here, which I'll be scranning at half time. But no, I'm absolutely fine, mate. If you'd have stuck with me through the watch along, I'm on 1 and I think I've drank about 900 mils of beer. So yeah, if I'm drunk on that, then wow. I'm happy actually, because I'm suddenly a cheap drunk. West Bromwich Albion throwing. Furlong with a beast of a throw. Oh, straight into McCarthy's hands. Bloody hell, I'm actually going to go 120 minutes without seeing a goal, aren't I? But what I will say is that Norwich game, guys, I'll be specific. I think they're two poorly coached teams. I'll say it. Like, with how bad they were, Norwich, with how bad they were, we weren't able to do anything in terms of just win the game. And it felt like at the end, he was just almost resigned to getting a point. And I'm a little bit like, and he sees that as like a massive, like, as Gabe's just put in the comment section, he almost sees it as like a much better performance. It's like, well, it wasn't much better, but yeah, I get we're trying to scrape onto positives here, but you got to call it how it is. And it's not good enough, is it, at the minute? Shout out to you, Max. Laszlo, yes. Pirro touched the ball. Pirro touched the ball. Pirro touched the ball. Wish I had some cornflakes. My Irish dad would kill me if I got drunk of 90 ml of beer. Yeah, they were there. They were, and I agree with you, mate. I was just having a look on Twitter, and there's a couple of people who were saying the same thing. About like how poor it was, really. Because you know what it is as well, everybody. It's a point on the board, but you can't be like if you're watching this game, you can't be like massively confident, can you? You know, like the build up that Farker encourages. He encourages build up, doesn't he? And wow, like Melier, Byram, Jesus, today it was god awful, wasn't it? Hold on, I'm gonna eat away from the mic. Sorry. What did you guys think of Rutter today as well? I'm interested to hear what you think of Rutter. Um, do you play FM, Connor? Why not do a Leeds? I did, mate, back in the day. You know, I did a FM save back in the day on one Leeds. Like, oh no, oh, I don't ever think of these things. Sometimes I genuinely believe I'm like just chatting to the camera and nobody's there. Can I put Dan James in the Grease tune? I don't think I can, mate. I'm not that talented. Yeah, but he's not good. At this moment in time. I just feel like you can. It's difficult to argue Rutter's case. I feel it's really, really difficult at the minute. It's just dead in it. Really, really, really dead. Yeah, he's not good. It's not good at the minute. Small bone. Southampton corner. Yeah, playing out wide. Well, that's where he was kind of based, wasn't it, mate? No better than Perot in the 9. Rutter was abysmal. Did he do anything good? No, he wasn't great, was he? The game was more like about getting our confidence back, Connor. Yeah, Rutter wasn't good. No, just think almost like it's ball played in. I think at this moment in time, it's almost just about would he dare? Would he dare take him out? I don't think he would. Bartley's down now. This is honestly, this game started so well, and it's dead at the minute. It looks like it's winding on to half time. Laszlo, I'd go for Flynn Downs. I'd go Saints team into ours. I'd go in net. Bazzuno's crap though as well, but I can't have Eli Melee, man. I'd go Alex McCarthy because Bazzuno's crap as well. So's McCarthy. Both teams aren't blessed with good keepers. So I put Bednarek in net. Right back, I'd go Kyle Walker-Peters. Centre backs, I'd go Rodon. Currently, Rodon and Taylor Howard-Bellis. Left back, I'd go Firpo. Sorry, guys, I'd tell you something, but there's nothing really going on. And then if we're playing two, now if we play three, I'd go Flynn Downs in there. I would put Smallbone in there. I think I don't know what we're playing exactly, but and then Ampadu. That's a good midfield, and then I go Somerville, Armstrong, and Nonso. You know, that's probably what I'd do if I was doing a 4-3-3 at the minute. Matt says, "Hi Connor, do you think the pressure at Ellen Road will be too much? It's going to be something, mate. Yeah, it's going to be there. It's going to be there. I mean, I'll be there and I'll be able to tell you what it's like, obviously, and I'm sure you might be there. Other people might be there who you know, but it is going to be a thing, 100%. Especially if they just come and just put 54 people behind the ball, which they will. I mean, they showed that today. They were awful. That second half, Norwich were just awful. I mean, yeah. I mean, we weren't much better, but yeah." They were really bad, I thought, in build-up and everything. Just showed no real ambition. And that's why I'm frustrated because the game was there for the taking for us today, I thought. But yeah, the pressure at Ellen Road's definitely a thing. Hence why I've lost our last two. I think last three at home, we've not won a game, have we? So you got to take that into consideration, haven't you? It's great, you know. People be like, "Oh, you're negative," but it's like, well, no, that's the situation. Everybody, get those blinkers off. That is the situation. You know, we've not been good at home. We've been awful at home. So let's hope the pressure isn't too much for them. But they've got to stand up and be counted. Firpo being our best players is more about the rest of the squad in the championship. The squad in the champion. Yeah, I might be. I think. Will I be in the chance? Potentially. God, it's so dull, isn't it, everyone? Please come back and join me for the second half because I need you all. Potentially, mate. Potentially. Could have a little surprise trip for you coming. Oh, Armstrong's in. Lofts it over the keeper. Is he offside? He's offside, I think. West Brom holding a strong line, but it looked like he was in there. I can't believe I'm probably going to watch 120 minutes of football where there's not going to be a goal. Good Lord. But yeah, I agree with what you guys are saying. I think West Brom needs to take a lead into this last game. And that's half time. Everybody, I'm going to go put my head in a dustbin. I'll see you for the second half, everyone. Hola. How are we doing? Oh, it's still 0-0. Yeah, guys, what is going on? How are we all doing? Um, yeah, one Leeds Fan Channel on tour next season. Yeah, potentially, mate. Looking at the first half of mental chats for each match, both are boring. Yeah, it is. It's bad, isn't it? It's bad. I mean, yeah, man, it's not exciting, is it? It's really not. I've opted for the teas, everybody. I'd like to know what tea you have. What tea do you normally have? Mikey Johnston here, approaching the Southampton box. Lovely little interplay. Unlucky. It's just that final ball in it. Yeah, we've substituted the Stella for a cup of tea. How very Yorkshire of me. Oh, Jonas Olsen there. Oh no, it's not Jonas Olsen. It's Michael Heffeler, the infamous Michael Heffeler, who was involved in the Huddersfield versus Leeds United scuffle. Pontus Jansson and co. Which is interesting, actually, because that. Oh no, he wouldn't have been involved. It was Monk on it. I was thinking, I wonder if he was involved with Bielsa, but obviously that was before the Bielsa period, wasn't it? Oh, lovely, Brian. Lovely. Um, Connor, should Leeds manage to gain promotion to the do you think let me read that again, Mike. Connor, should Leeds manage to gain promotion, do you think going in for KP is sentimental FC, or would someone like Flynn Downs be better? Oh, yeah, Bamate. Love it. Yeah, I mean, Flynn Downs 100%. I mean, they're different players. They're 100% different players. Of course they are. But yeah, I don't understand. I've never understood, mate, Leeds fans. Why do they want Calvin Phillips back? Why? It's pure sentiment. I've said this all the time with like certain Leeds fans. Players get off, like Melier gets off with it. I think Cooper gets off with it a lot, and Bamford does as well. They're the sort of trio. And Ayling was lumped into that as well. Like when it was bad performances, it would never be like I felt gaslighted as much as certain other players who weren't part of that Bielsa core. And Calvin Phillips is the classic example of that. Someone who, since he's been at Leeds, and also obviously the last part of his time at Leeds, which was nowhere near good enough, and he looked beyond average. Leeds fans just look beyond it because of those 2 years with Bielsa. So it's almost like careers can't downturn in certain fans' eyes because of the Bielsa treatment. And it is sentiment FC. It's what I've said for ages, isn't it? It's like if Jack Harris, it's like, you know, if one of the players was to come back, who would certain Leeds fans accept? We all know who they would accept. It'd be Jack Harrison, and that's it. Why? Well, because he was part of the Bielsa lot and he could still do a job. When really it's just because he was part of that Bielsa team, really. Manning, ball in, unlucky, good block. But yeah, that's why. Real talk as well, by the way. Real talk, that is. It's the Bielsa stands who will just keep hold of certain personnel. And we'll see that in the summer. But Calvin Phillips, mate, he's nowhere near good enough. He's nowhere near good enough. And a lot of you will, and listen, to come back to Leeds to play a part, would he be good enough in a promotion side? Yeah, he'd probably fit, and he'd probably fit in. But bear in mind, a lot of people said that he was going to go to West Ham and pull up trees. Everybody said when he got a Man City at the start, he'd be a really good replacement to Rodri. He couldn't lace a Kanji's boots, never mind Rodri's. So no, mate, I would not. And his age isn't on his side either. He's injured all the time. A lot of the problems at City began because in his first starting season with City, he was injured all the time. So, you know, small bone, plays the ball in, it's good defending. Southampton have started quite well here, by the way, everybody. Small bone whips the ball in, back post. Yeah. Looking at the match today, we looked like we couldn't get into second gear, especially attacking wise. Not ever good at technology, mate. How did I subscribe to your channel? Top man Mark, yeah, you just need to go on the YouTube channel, mate. Just scroll down and you'll see subscribe next to the One Leeds image on your YouTube or your phone, your tablet, YouTube, your TV, your tablet, iPhone, Android, whatever. Just an icon, one Leeds, and then you literally just press subscribe, mate. Connor, is this a false binary? Farker switches it up and we fail his fault for poor tactics. Hold on a sec. Southampton are coming through again here. Ooh, they're getting into it a little bit here, Southampton. They're getting a little bit more dangerous. His fault for poor tactics. If he stays with the status quo, trusting who brought us in third in the table, poor tactic. It's players for me. Yeah, maybe a little bit false. I think we have got to look at Farker for a lot of it, to be honest. But that's just my opinion. Your prediction for the second leg, says Samson. 1-0 Leeds. 1-0 Leeds for me, mate. Hold on, the timer stopped. I've noticed myself there. Yeah, Leeds Southampton. Yeah, we'll beat them when it matters. An interesting one, actually a close one to look at there, everybody, is Norwich in 2015. They went to the playoff final against Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough, who beaten them twice that season. Norwich went to the playoff final and battered them 2-0, and they're all over them. Yeah, and they fully deserved the victory there. So yeah, one thing to look onto, I guess. Oh, but it is a boring game, this, everybody. I can't lie. I cannot lie. Aribo does well. Another foul. It's very much like Southampton are the Leeds of this game and Norwich are the West Brom, if that makes sense. There's one protagonist and one team who's defending. It feels like it's West Brom at the minute, just looking for those counters. Don't know, Myers. It's a question we're all asking, mate, I think. Chris says, why not adapt the system for when Perot plays? Why spend 16 million quid on a player who doesn't fit the system? He scored plenty of goals for that Swansea side. I think a lot of it, mate, is like in that Swansea side, it was him and Patterson who were almost in and behind that number 9 every single time in Obafemi. And it worked, but that was the blueprint, really. It was like a 2 in behind, or at some points he'd be part of a 3. But yeah, Fark. I think Leeds brought him in. You know, with all the chaos that was going on, the 15 that left the club in the summer, I think Leeds brought him in to gloss it up a little bit. You know, to gloss up. Oh, okay, we brought a player in. You don't need to worry. You know, you don't need to worry. We brought a player in. Oh, chance for West Brom here. No, over the bar. But yeah, I think that's what we did. I think we brought him in to almost gloss over the fact that it hadn't been a great start to the window for us. System-wise, it never made any sense. I remember calling it at the time, and people said I was a hypocrite because I'd said he'd be a good signing. Once again, people just not listening. I said he'd be a good signing, but I didn't know how he'd fit. And that is what I literally said at the start of the season. Don't know how he'd fit, and it's the exact same thing. Yeah, because he's not that sort of player. And you saw it today when he came on. He's not going to compete with Gibson. He's not going to compete with Duffy, not with a lack of trying, but just with a lack of physicality, you know, for headers. And Leeds were playing long balls when he was on the pitch at points. You know, McLean was sort of cutting off, or sorry, the Sarah was cutting off the supply really to that role in terms of him coming a little bit deeper. So he's just completely cut off, and he's not the type of player who'll just pick something out of nothing. So it's a completely, and he might go on to win it for Leeds. He might go on to win as the game against Norwich. I don't think he will, but if he did, amazing, fantastic. I still don't think it fits system-wise, not just because of one goal. You know what I mean? But yeah, it just doesn't. I agree with you, mate. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work, and it won't work. It won't work with Daniel Farke and Perot unless he changes the system, of which he tried to do today, to a 4-3-3. In a 4-3-3, how it'd work is you'd have Perot in the 10, and you'd have those two as almost strikers, so your Nonto and your Somervilles. So Perot would drop back, and you'd have those two. So you'd have them as a 3, but those two would be bombing on forward. But yeah, that's how I thought he'd work it today, but he won't, he doesn't seem like he'd give Rutter a rest either. I don't think he wants to risk it. But yeah, Rutter's not a 9, is he? But we've got the 9 on the bench, but the 9 won't be with us for much longer. Joseph won't be with Leeds next year, regardless. I don't even think if we're in the Championship, he'd stick around. I think he's just going to turn around and go, "We didn't trust me last year, so it's your fault." That's how I think he'll go about it, really. But I could be wrong. So what worked early campaign? Was it a healthy minded Pascal that yeah, 100%, mate. It was because there wasn't the onus as much on Pascal to build on the Ampadu to build up from the back. It gave us almost like an extra additional body in there, really, to do other things, not just build up. Pascal was so influential. That's why I was on here once again. I will blow my old trumpet because you get told off on these channels for, oh, you said this about so and so. So when you big yourself up, you big yourself up 100%. What did I say? January. Just Ampadu's not the reason. At the back, we're doing well. I'm always starting Pascal above Ampadu at the back, 100%. But some fans just couldn't get that in their head. They didn't understand that because it's not that linear. Leeds' results didn't just go up because Ampadu was at the back. It made no sense. But some fans added 1 and 1 together and made 5, and it's hurt us now. And you've seen how it's hurt us. I think we'd have gone up with Pascal at the back. Thoroughly believe that. West Brom coming forward anyway. Mickey Johnston ball in the box. Oh, just wide. Good effort. Furlong just wide there. We've got to be positive with today's result. Norwich good at home. We completely stifled them. Hopefully, back line. Yeah, let's hope so, mate. Let's hope so. Baggy's almost in, Brian. Yeah, probably their best chance, really, wasn't it, in terms of proximity away from the goal? Yeah, a little studied effort there by Furlong. Bartley. Mow. Bartley. It's a brilliant ball from Carl Bartley, that. Johnston against Carl Walker-Peters has been a really good battle so far. Johnston does well again. Mow. Out wide. West Brom getting into it a little bit more now. Johnston. Mow. Back to Bartley. Camping really in Southampton side of the pitch. It's been probably a better game in terms of it being 50-50, I'd say. Foul? Nope, ref's not giving it. Yeah, slap a like on the video, everybody. Really appreciate it. 62 minutes in. Still 0-0. So how many minutes is that over? Well, it's about 150 minutes where we've not seen a goal in both legs. Very, very cagey. Who's that warming up? Not quite sure. But they're using a press really well here, West Brom. A lot better than we did. Southampton are just showing here that their goals and assists by subs. 31 Ipswich, 28 Southampton, 23 Watford, and 22 Leicester. So you've got 3 of the top 4 whose goals and assists come from substitutes. What does that tell you? It's like Carl Bartley's got a hamstring issue here. Captain Bartley. It's not good. Looks like it's a bit of a light sub on. I think that's Sammy J. Looks like Armstrong's getting a bit of padding up as well. Some honestly, some weird. If you think small views, you weirdo, Sandy, is nearly 1,200 people on two teams I have no interest in or support, then you're a moron. 1,200 people watching me talk about a team I have no interest in. You're a clown, Sandy. Listen, I am more than happy with that. Also, whilst I'm at it, everybody, smash a like on the video and check out the videos from earlier on. But yeah, if you you need to reassess your expectations, really. Um, Josh says we have absolutely zero press. I think we should defo mix it up a little bit. Bartley's holding his hamstring huge if he goes off. I know, but you kind of want, guess you kind of want him to stay on, don't you, Bry? If he stays on, then you know you're gonna get a player there who's probably gonna he's gonna aid West Brom in getting a result at St Mary's. I think we all want West Brom to get a result. I still don't want Southampton to go through. I just don't. Farker's given me no understanding that he's able to adapt against Southampton. No understanding. So yeah, I don't want them. And I'm not being too cynical there, everybody. Two of the games, we've done nothing different. We haven't really, and we've been pressed as well, and we've completely folded. I'd say the worries as well. West Brom do press as well. I mean, no team in the playoffs is a bad team, but I did look at Norwich today and I thought, wow, they didn't look great. But neither did we. We didn't look amazing either. So, Manning. But yeah, it's a poor game, this. I can't really think of any significant chances. That Furlong chance was a big one. Very similar, to be fair, to the game that we've played. Very, very similar. Phil says, I think we were much more solid today. Only criticism I do think Norwich were there for the taking. They didn't show any attacking threat. Miss Fox in the box. I agree, mate, and that's where I think a lot of people, maybe are a little bit, when I'll point out the fact that Leeds weren't amazing today. We could have got the result. We could have killed the tie today because they were awful. Norwich. I expected a much better Norwich side. From where we've been, and obviously them being the form team coming into the playoffs, I expected a much better Norwich team. Couldn't believe how bad that was from them. So they were there for the taking. They were there for the taking. So I don't know if it is a good point. It's good that we've stopped the rot a little bit. Ball him. Tell you what, Furlong's got such an arm on him. I tell you what, though, as well, it looks like Southampton are about to bring Ross Stewart on, who, of course, is now available for the playoffs. Ross Stewart's about to come on, and they're also bringing David Brooks on. That's a good pair of subs. It's a really good pair of subs, that, I have to say. Yeah, Big Boy Beans Club says, I'm a Norwich fan. and I'm glad you didn't batter us. Yeah, to be honest, mate, I just didn't think you were great, and I'm not for one saying that we were any good. Um, but I was surprised that was Norwich's home performance. If I'm honest with you, I'm surprised that was like a lot of it in the second half felt long ball and sort of hit and hope against the team bereft of confidence in Leeds. Really, I have to say. And I thought there was going to be one team that won that game. And listen, I thought it was us. It was just a few poor decisions in the box. But yeah, I was surprised by Norwich. I thought they'd really go for it today, and especially when you've seen what QPR have done very recently, you know, at home against us, I thought they'd hurt us a little bit. Leeds improved, but we were still no way at the level that we've been at points this season. MK says Ipswich fan here. Wanted to see you smash Norwich. Today was about you just not losing. Norwich are terrible away. Yeah, they are poor away from home, mate. Not to be too cynical, but every team that's been poor away from home has come to Leeds and done a job. So, yeah. Corner, West Brom. Yeah, he does, Carl. He does have a goal in him, mate. They're bringing 3 on as well. Fraser as well. It's 3 good subs, that, isn't it? At this level, it's 3 good subs. 70th minute, guys. 0-0. Are we going to get 2 0-0s in the first leg? If so, you're going to say it's advantage Leeds and advantage Southampton in that second leg. Ball to be played in by Moa. Oh, it looked like he was free there, Carl Bartley. Has he got that all wrong? I think Carl Bartley might have got that all wrong, you know. Ball whipped in, lovely delivery. Oh, he's got that all wrong as Carl Bartley. He really has. It's got opportunity that for West Brom. Yep, so Brooks on for Sekumara. Looks like Stewart's probably going to come on for Armstrong. Is that right? And potentially Fraser for Ryan Manning, it looks like. This is what happened against Leeds as well. Yeah, I think, yeah. 3 good subs that at this level, have to say. Especially at playoff level. 3 fresh players to come off the bench like that. You know, you've got a proven striker. Proven striker who's been out all season, really. You know, and then you've got Fraser, a bit of a wily old head who's they might turn into a back 3 now, presumably. Fraser on the wing. Although he kind of nullified our wing threat, didn't he, last week, Fraser? It was a bit of a tactic used by Martin. I thought it was a good one. Yeah, I can't remember if he made a sub this time, like on the 70th minute or 65th minute. I can't quite remember. Furlong, good ball. Oh, it's a free kick. It's a free kick. I tell you what, that looks soft by the ref, and it's a yellow card for Taylor Howard-Bellis. That looks soft. Real opportunity now for West Bromwich Albion. Real opportunity. They've got. Well, see why he gave it, but it looks soft. Now, this is a real opportunity for a sweet left foot. Real opportunity for a sweet left foot. Alex Mowat, step up. And it is Mowat, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not. Is it Mowat? Yeah, it's Mowat. So this is almost perfect range, really, for a left footer. You've got Townsend over it as well. Is John Swift even playing? I'm not sure. John Swift there? I don't think he is he? But yeah, against McCarthy. McCarthy, who's never been great on his near post. I think Mickey Johnston's over this as well. I probably want a left footer, I think. I probably want a left footer. Big opportunity this for West Brom. You feel like it's going to have to be a set piece. Open play, they don't look great against Southampton. Aside from the occasional Counter attack. So who's on it? I think it's going to be Townsend. It looks like Moat's angle's a bit weird, or maybe it is going to be him. Moat. Awful. Got to get that on target. Yeah, got to get. I don't know. Big opportunity that McCarthy's left a lot of space there. I mean, if it's on target, that's in. But got to keep that down. It's a good range that for a left footer. A specialist as well with Moat. We've seen it do it. We've seen him do it for Leeds plenty of times. Dave says, unbeaten in 3 games against Norwich. Let's make it 4. James says, I'm feeling more positive, Con. We stuck to the game plan today not to concede. Could have scored if we were a bit more clinical. We turned Norwich over at Ellen Road and Wembley. Here we come. We beat on our day. Yeah, 100%, mate. Job's half done, isn't it, if we get it done on Thursday? Which team would you rather face if Leeds win at home on Thursday? Definitely West Brom, mate. Definitely West Brom. I've said this a couple of times. I've not seen enough from Daniel Farker as a manager to know that we're going to go and beat Southampton, unfortunately. So far, anyway. I need to see something completely different from him because both Southampton games, they've just... Will Smallbone scored the exact same goal. They passed around us the exact same way. They pressed us and got success the exact same way. And they've caused us problems the exact same way. So I need to see more from the manager to have any confidence really going into Wembley. But that's if we get there, by the way. If. But yeah, much rather have West Brom. Ryan Fraser now. Aribo. Ooh, nearly a penalty. Brooks nearly went down. Some good interchange there between him and Aribo. Corner Southampton. Vital tackle that from Furlong. Had to get that right. Well, there's a West Brom fan yawning as well. We're nearly yawning, aren't we? It looks like everybody, we potentially could be getting to 120 minutes without a goal. Ball played in. Defended well again by West Brom. Got some massive players on the pitch, you know. Southampton. Aribo, Stewart, Bednarek. Howard Bellis isn't small. Quite a big team when you think about it. Flynn Downs is probably about 6'1" as well. Will Smallbone, he looks a bit leggy as well. Big team. Jack Stevens as well. Another one. Yeah, it looks like they're on a back 3 now. See, like Russell Martin isn't like a tactical genius, but see how he's gone to a back 3, you know? In game. It's quite nice to see. Stewart does well. Looks like West Brom making 2 changes as well. John Swift's coming on. I think Furlong's struggling at the back and Bartley. And Townsend as well. I mean, that back line, I think Townsend's 30, 31. Bartley will be 33, 34. And Furlong must be 32, 33. So it's a back line with a lot of experience, but it's an aging back line, you know? Bartley. Furlong's done well. Oh, done really well there. West Brom in a tight area. Really, really well. Oh, it's a real opportunity. Ball played in. Do something. Oh, God, it's a brilliant... It's not a brilliant save. It's a standard save. What a chance for West Brom. The first bit of open play success they've got, and the ball's been played over the top, and I don't think he's offside. Is he offside? I think he is. Is he? No, he's not. Ross Stewart is onside. Has the ball here, approaching the West Brom goal. They've gone a bit... Oh, my God, what a save. What a save at the other end. Deflected. Brilliant save. It all sort of stood still. Time. Ross Stewart at the other side. Deflected. Really, really good save by the keeper, Palmer. Ball, and it's a corner. Oh, probably the best bit of action in the second half. West Brom should have scored. But ball just absolutely roofed in the air when it comes to Brooks. Excellent ball because he's roofed it. And I know it sounds ridiculous, but it means that Ross Stewart's got time to go onside. The West Brom players just stopped. And for someone who's not that agile on the ball, he cut inside well. They were asleep. It bounced off Bartley. And it's actually a really good reflex save. Really good reflex save. Save of the match easily from Palmer. And yeah, two good opportunities there. West Brom the other end, you know. West Brom the other end with a top opportunity there as well. Good save by McCarthy. Mickey Johnson did really well there. I think it was Mickey Johnson. And this is where we were poor today. That cutback, he should have done a lot better here. It's fired straight. Is it Asante? It's fired straight. Or Grady Diangana. Yeah, it's Diangana. Yeah, it's just poor. He's fired it directly at the keeper, straight down the gullet. It's poor. I'll tell you, going through the walls a bit here, West Brom. And I think that's your Kozlu coming off now, injured, hobbling off. Semi Ajayi's coming on. Nigerian centre back who we're aware of. John Swift, I think, is coming on there as well. We can see. That's a good question, Jack. Would he have made those saves? Number 22 for West Brom. He's a big lad, isn't he? Johnston's coming off. Really good player this season, Mikey Johnston. Really good signing for West Brom, I think. Left or right, quality player. Quality player at this level, I think. Very direct, which we all love. Jed Wallace coming on as well. The curse of Leeds United, Jed Wallace in his Millwall days. Not a bad sub as well. Bit of experience, direct. And obviously John Swift. Tell you what, it's not a bad bench that for West Brom either. It's not a bad bench. John Swift, Jed Wallace, Semi Ajayi as a sub. It's not bad. Not too bad. Championship level, definitely. Slap a like on the video, everybody. Really appreciate it. If you enjoy the watch-alongs as well, leave me a comment and leave us a like as well. We do have a Patreon channel. If you want to hit the link in the description below, we'll be going out over there and doing some additional bits as well. And we will have Full Time, which is a show that we do, which is going to be like a bit of a concise version, talking about the playoff games and what we expect going into the other two from around about 7 o'clock. So come join me for that as well. But yeah, triple change by West Brom. Ball about to be whipped in from this corner. Big boys in the box, as I've mentioned. Ball whipped in. Palmer. Palmer's been quality this season in between the sticks for West Brom. Really good keeper at this level. I think Premier League keeper, definitely. Probably my favourite keeper in the division. I think him and Jukanovic have been overperformers. They've been brilliant, has to be said. Yeah, Palmer's a quality keeper. I'll see everybody when you're all looking at Illan Meslier, someone who can distribute, someone who's improved handling, someone who's commanding of his box, someone who's really good decision making wise. Palmer's that guy. Have a little watch of him. Then have a watch of Illan Meslier. Some more poor choices from him again today. Coming to the last 10 minutes now. Yeah, shout out to you, mate. Come on, you Saints. Good to see some rival fans in here as well. Hopefully, see you in the final. And let's hope for a different outcome. Ooh, Southampton riskily playing out from the back, but did it well. Brian F. Connor, I find these entertaining and informative. Personally, I have so much to learn about the sport. Don't we all, mate? Every day's a school day when it comes to football, but I really appreciate your kind comments. West Brom have intercepted it in their area. Oh, man. What a chance. Big chance that for West Bromwich Albion. Yeah, lovely little bit of pressing on Alex McCarthy there, who is the weak point in with the keeper. Obviously drilled in, and they should have done better there, West Brom, for me. Getting chances though. They're getting half chances. The pressing's been really good. It just shows Southampton can be pressed, and the ball can be won in their half 100%. It's been a good tactical battle, this though. It's been a good tactical battle. I don't think West Brom have let much go when it comes to Southampton. They've had a couple of decent opportunities, but so have West Brom. It's been a real 50-50 split. So, you even know if we were to play West Brom in the final, we'd have to up our game. I personally see this going to St Mary's and it being, I could be wrong, but I see it being a comfortable evening for Southampton. I actually see a 3-0 win at St Mary's. I think West Brom needed to get this one done at home. But I tell you what, they're as good on the ball as we are, West Brom, I have to say. They really are. They're comfortable. And it's not all just about. I think this is where Leeds are poorly coached. I'll be honest. I think Leeds are very risk averse. When this team Leeds United would be very, very set up to be a risky team, and we'd profit a lot from that. I think Daniel Farke's far too risk averse as a coach. And you see even West Brom under Corberan, but they are quite positive in possession against a really good side. You found against Southampton at home, we were very risk averse and we didn't do anything. And we didn't preserve anything, Farke said that we pushed the midfield up. I'm not sure we did. We definitely didn't. It wasn't like a full frontal midfield push up. I personally didn't see that, and I don't think any other Leeds fans saw that, apart from Daniel Farke telling us that. So, yeah. Yeah, I agree, F1 Liam. Sam, I see a 1-0 Leeds win, mate. Really tight, early goal. Cree Somerville. There you go. You got your scorer as well. I see a big Southampton win, if I'm honest. I'll even give you the scorers for Southampton. I reckon Armstrong gets 2 and Brooks gets 1 later on. I see Leeds Southampton at Wembley. Will you go to Wembley if we get there? I will be, mate. Hopefully I can get there. MK says, an Ipswich fan, I can say the only teams games away where we were completely outplayed with you again. You and West Brom. Yeah, mate. I think that the issue with us is just against the bottom 6 teams, mate. We were just awful. Awful. I mean, how can you drop points as a side of where we are against Rotherham, Sheffield Wednesday, Birmingham? Oh, chance. Oh, nearly West Brom squeezed through there, nearly. But, West Brom, not West Brom, sorry. But Sheffield, Rotherham, Birmingham, Huddersfield. It's still, and you accumulate all those points to just even like 4 or 5 points, So people will always tell you if you listen to some Leeds fans that it was at the start of the season where we lost everything. That is just rubbish. That's absolute rubbish. It was in our hands by post international break. We're in the top 2. And we came back from the international break on 86 points. Think about that. And we finished on what, 90? And so we played like 8 games after that. So yeah, it wasn't good enough, mate. It wasn't good enough. We didn't deserve to go Porto. The league table doesn't lie. '88th minute, everybody. Looks like we're going through something really similar. I don't think Ricky Martin will be upset with this one. It's going to be more of a challenge for Corbram going down there. Is it about just both teams not losing now, though? That's your question. You know, that is the question. Well, everybody, I'm apologetic that I can't have I've not been able to, you know, scream and shout at all today. I was in the Leeds game, that has to be said. If you guys want more Leeds content as well, you can check out the post-match review. That's out with my old man. But we'll also be back with a full time this evening, so make sure you tune in at about 7 o'clock. And also, we're going to be back tomorrow with Joe Wainman on a stream from about 10 on the channel. Everton fan here. Can't wait to have you all back in the Premier League. Used to love watching you prior relegation. Yeah, shout out to you, mate. Shout out to you. Even though you're cheating gits. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. It's light-hearted banter. Light-hearted banter. Yeah, Everton have done a good job. If you could take Jack Harrison off us, that would be much appreciated, mate. Much appreciated. So thank you very much on that. Six minutes added. Mike, when is the debrief out next with Brownie? Debrief will be out, mate, should be out this Tuesday, normal schedule. And then Brownie, mate, he's a hard man to contact. He is, but he has just left his job at Ossett United. So hopefully that gives him a little bit more time. He does a role with Sheffield Wednesday as a coach. But yeah, hopefully he's got a little bit more time now to do a few bits. But we'll have to wait and see, mate. We'll have to wait and see. He's a very, very, very busy man. A lot of these people, a lot of these people don't have to do this, you see, Mike. I don't pay them to do it. So a lot of these people don't. Sometimes they can't do it. I always find it mad, like with other football clubs, how you'll see them streaming at like midday, and they'll have like a panel of 6 on, and then you have like a panel of 4 on at like 3 p.m. and they just keep going throughout the day. I'm like, how are they finding these people? Do these people work? Because obviously a lot of my mates and people who I stream with, they work during the day, so it's difficult to get them on. So I think it's a lot of what subscribers don't think about. It's like these people do have lives. Obviously KG used to be on the show. I'm going to be doing something with KG at the end of the season, and Brownie definitely. But obviously getting them on the show regularly, it's quite tough. It's quite tough with their work schedules. So Rich, I wish I could, mate. Wish I had the dollar to do that, mate. Lovely throw there by Furlong. And it's a corner to West Brom. Well, it feels like this is going to be the last almost big chance. It's a big chance this for West Brom. They need something. They really do. I don't think this is going to be good going down to Southampton 0-0. Swift here. Good ball in. Headed away again. They've been good from set pieces, both sides really defending them. Bednarek with a big header there. West Brom throw. Oh, dearie me. What a waste. Still pressing though, West Brom. Fair play to them. Pressing very, very high up the pitch. Moat. Asante. Last big chance. Oh, he's done his man. Nah. West Brom player goes down. It's not a foul for me. No, it's not a foul. I think the ref's got that right. Yeah, Dean Garner tried to take on his man, Fraser. Fraser fell, but I think Dean Garner knew he was losing it. Lovely bit of skill, to be fair. It'd have been harsh. Really harsh, I thought. Furlong with one of these massive throws again. Probably the last one of the game. Knocked away, well defended. And well, absolutely shocking. Could tell you that was going to happen. I mean, who's that? Awful effort on goal. Adam Reach, bloody hell. Just roofs it. And it's on his left foot as well. Fraser. I think Southampton will take the point right now, to be honest. It looks like they're playing that way. Townsend. Offside. Alex McCarthy, man of the match. Oh, no. Looks like either one of them could be, couldn't they? And that's it, everybody. That is it. I think Southampton are the winners there. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you are a Leeds fan, make sure you check out the instant match reaction after the game earlier on with my old man. We'll be back, as I said, at 7 p.m, everybody, with full time with Connor. If you want some bonus content, head on over to the player ratings on the Patreon with other bonus podcasts as well. It's been an absolute pleasure, everybody. If you're a Southampton fan, all of the others, make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. We'll see you in a bit. Cheers.